Okay, today we are reviewing the Mifine Unstoppable 0.3 to 4 gram rod from AliExpress. Okay, we are rigged and ready to go. Yeah, if you watched any of my recent videos, you've probably seen that I've fished some extra ultralight with a rod that I recently got from Savage Care, and I've had a lot of fun with it. And I've seen these really cheap rods like this one from AliExpress, so I decided to try one because it was so much fun with the other one, but it's rated 0 to 2 gram and I wanted something just a little bit heavier, so that's why I picked up this one. It came really well packaged. Actually, that packaging was a lot better than a lot of packaging on rods that I've ordered from fishing shops here in Sweden. Came well packaged, came pretty quick, arrived in only 2 weeks actually. And yeah, this is my first feel of it. It's a lot faster in its action compared to the Savage Gear rod that I have. Savage Gear rod definitely has like a medium taper. This one has very fast action. On the Savage Gear rod, a fish, a perch on about 100 grams feels like a pretty big fish. That's part of why it's been so fun. So I'm curious to see how the difference is with such a fast rod like this. Casting a light crankbait is quite important for me. And this casts beautifully, and it's even a very windy day today. I tried to find some cover here, and now I cast it against the wind and it worked very well, so very pleased with that. Some other points on the rod: the weight, I think it's slightly heavier than the Savage Gear rod. Overall, of course, it only costs a third of the Savage Gear rod, which is very reasonable. Like, it feels a little bit heavier. That's often something that you pay for when you go up in price, a lighter rod of course. The handles are, like, they feel sturdy, but in my opinion the foam is maybe a bit hard. And it could maybe be a little bit thinner. But the length is really good. But I am missing a, what do you call it? A hook keeper down here. I would really like a hook keeper. But for me it's okay to put it, don't put your hooks inside the ceramic rings because you need to protect them, but you can put your hook in these, I don't know what they're called, but in here, so you don't damage the ceramic coating. And I've inspected the rod, all of the rings are perfect, no damage. It feels very functional, very good for the price, but if you're looking for the most sensitive gear, you want to pay more. Okay, short pit stop, right in the wind, but I found some beautiful overhanging trees here and there's some shade, so let's see. Oh, another point about this rod compared to the Savage Gear rod: this is 183, so I think it's a little bit shorter, but it was available in more lengths, but I actually wanted something a little bit shorter than the Savage Gear rod to be able to throw in pockets like this. A lot of the vegetation is up now. This ultralight shad is almost diving a little bit too deep. Okay, I have my little box with FFS lures. Let's try a soft plastic. Okay, we're gonna start out with a weightless super finesse worm. This will almost be the ultimate test because it's, of course, it's extremely lightweight. This can't even be a gram, I think, or maybe just around a gram. And I'm actually getting some distance with it. Okay, it hangs beautifully in the water, and you can work it like it's like a micro soft jerkbait. I really like this faster action of this rod. I feel like when I try to do a little bit of twitching with the other one, it's too long and it's too slow in the action to give me the movement that I want. Here I can just make a lot of tiny twitches to work this lure. Turns out I had this 3 gram chip weight, so we're gonna try it out with a micro stick bait, floating finesse stick, 50 millimeter. This is probably 3 grams with the actual weight, and then another gram with the hook and the lure. So I think this is right around the rod's max rating. And it definitely works well, but I'm feeling that I'm starting to get on the heavier side. And I wouldn't want to... Yeah, I'm just being a little bit more careful casting with this weight. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, on the drop. Okay, so there's that action. Okay, it bends pretty nicely actually. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I like it. Let's see here. I'm not gonna flip this perch. Here he is. There he is, the little fighter. Felt really good. Let's get him back. What? Okay, so they wanted something slower. Took this one on the fall, but it's not deep, so it was probably almost at the bottom. The floating finesse stick does it again. Okay, so that's around most of the perch that I've also caught on the other rod. There was a lot of feeling to it, definitely. Maybe not quite as much, I think, as the Savage Gear rod. I think the action is what makes most of the difference, and probably that the Savage Gear rod is just a tad bit more sensitive, being rated to only 2 grams, and this being up to 4 grams, so basically it's 100% higher rated. With this rod, I feel like you lose a little bit of that sensitivity on the smallest fish. You give that up, but the trade-off is that you get a little bit more power. Like if you were to hook out, like for your water, say a trophy trout is 1 kilo. I think in a lot of waters, a trout at 1 kilo could be a pretty big fish. And especially in a stream, I think that would be difficult to handle with a Savage Gear rod. Like you would risk having to fight the fish for so long that it would be hard to release it again. Like it would be very harmful for the fish. With this rod, you get a little bit more power, so you can shorten the fight, control the fish a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, that is a fish. Oh, it is. Oh, it's better. Oh, it picked it up so carefully. Oh, but yeah, still, like this fish, it's not big, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure. Oh, there are several more coming after it. Smaller ones. Oh, this is better than the last one, though. Yeah, like already at this size, it's like a proper fight. Like I can't just reel this in with my normal ultralight gear. Wait. There we go. With my normal ultralight gear, I would just reel this fish in, like no problem, just and it's in. With this gear, it's actually a proper fight. Beautiful perch. And back. Okay, that's nice. I'm so happy that I actually managed to find some fish. Had to try out a little bit, both switch lures and spots. And I think, like, for summer fishing for perch, that's a pretty good idea. Like, the fish are usually pretty active, so they will respond quick to changes. It's not, oh, right up in that tree again. I made it. Summer fishing for perch, yeah. Don't stand in the same spot and hammer with the same lure for too long. Make short pit stops at spots. Switch up the lure. See what they want to respond to. That's my advice for summer perch fishing. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I made it. Okay, casting like this around 4 gram, it's very effortless. I just fling it away and I get exactly like the distance that I want. Oh, I missed one. Oh, they're picking it up so carefully. On the other side, oof. I want to get underneath those. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that was a good bite. Oh no. Oh, I'm just packing up and something made a splash here. Isn't that so typical? I didn't realize what time it was, so I just cut off my lure, and exactly at that moment I think a pike blew up here. So I completely lost track of time there and I really had to run, but I want to finish up with a few words on the rod. Also sharing my thoughts in the description down below. Based on this first session, I think it's a great rod for its price. It's true to its weight rating. All the components feel sturdy, but of course maybe a bit on the cheaper side. I'm just missing a hook keeper, that's pretty much all. I think this rod is perfect for someone that wants to get into extra ultralight fishing, since it's somewhere in between that really light extra ultralight fishing and normal ultralight fishing, since like you can still handle weights up to 3-4 grams, but you can also cast pretty much weightless stuff. It's also of course good as a backup rod, and I'm just gonna keep using this rod throughout the summer, and I also see myself using this one for finesse fishing for big perch the coming winter. And I think I'll post a second review once I've used it for like 2 months, because at that time you can say a lot more. So like and subscribe if you found this video interesting or if it helped you in any way. It really makes my day. And until next time, tight lines.